What's up, everyone? This is Joshua from East West Healing. Today I want to talk about zinc. Talked about zinc a lot, but today I want to talk about something in particular about zinc. But before we jump in, as always, before we get started, please like this video, show us a little support. Please hit that notification button and subscription button. So every single week, which is every single Wednesday when we put out a video, you get notified. Let's jump in. So zinc, right? It's been pushed a lot over the past few years for a specific virus reason. Of course, over the years, it's been pushed a lot in supplemental form. You know, as humans, we always default to supplements. If we're talking about zinc, if we're talking about copper, if we're talking about anything really in general, it's what supplement should I take? Unfortunately, I feel like this is one of the I don't want to say issues with health, but one of the problems why we're struggling as a society, because we don't want to put in the work. We want to take the elevator to the top, missing all of the lessons in between. And I'm not going to say a supplement can help some people. I'm not against supplements. I'm just against how they're used, because everyone goes to them first without saying, how can I change how I live? How can I change how I'm eating? How can I boost my metabolism, my immune system, my hormones by reducing stress and creating a better environment to support my body? Remember, your experiences shape our biology. So if you want to reshape your biology, reshape your experiences. So of course, zinc is really important because it's the gateway of the immune system. It plays a role in gut metabolism, hydrochloric acid. It plays a huge role in the hormonal system. And there's a huge relationship with copper in the body, right? They're kind of antagonists, like copper and iron in a sense. That's why when you're looking at an HTMA, hair tissue mineral analysis, you really want to look at that relationship and ratio, because anytime copper is low and zinc is high, we know that there's a histamine response. We know that there's inflammation in the body. Anytime there's an inflammatory response and there's that excess histamine response, we know that copper is low, right? You look at that ratio, that's why it's high. The ratio is high because copper low and zinc is high, inflammation, histamine. But why? Because copper plays a huge role in activating the DO enzyme to help you clear that histamine, right? The problem is the more we're stressed, the more medications, the more synthetic supplements, right? High fructose corn syrup, glyphosate, all these things affect copper metabolism. Well, copper is what activates the DO enzyme in the gut to help you clear histamine. So if you keep producing because you're chronically stressed and inflamed, you can't clear it, you have the histamine response. Human nature, we blame foods. The problem is it's the system that the food is going into. The foods are not the problem here, right? So copper is like the key that turns on the car. No key, no car, you can't activate the enzyme. It's impossible, right? The other issue is people are so drawn to zinc supplements. Now, of course, there's many types of zinc. We don't use zinc supplements, so I can't recommend the zinc that you should use. In a sense, I don't think you need any of it. But the problem is, and this is based on research, you can Google it, you can find it anywhere, there's tons of research to show that when you start taking zinc supplements and you increase your dose or you take it for an extended period of time, that zinc that you're taking in will cause the liver to produce a protein. That protein is called metallothionein. Metallothionein binds copper and chelates it from the body. And like I said at the beginning, this becomes a huge problem. Less copper, that does one thing, zinc, copper, that will cause inflammation. That'll cause a histamine response. Now we can't activate DAO. We can't clear histamine. That increases inflammation. The second thing is less copper, right, unbound, means we have less ceruplasmin, which is bioavailable copper. Your liver uses retinol to grab copper, load it into ATP7A, so we can bind and produce ceruplasmin in a sense, activate oxygen in the cell, produce energy, and regulate iron recycling, right? That allows us to activate fastin ferroxidase, which turns essentially ferrous, dangerous iron into ferric, right? So it can then go into the blood, but it has to go through ferroportin first, that back door into the blood. No copper, we can't convert, we can't recycle. That ferrous, dangerous iron builds up in the blood. Now we create more inflammation. That little fire that we built while we were camping, or got going while we were camping to roast marshmallows, now is a 500,000 acre forest fire. We have inflammation. We have more histamine. We can't clear it because we don't have copper. So these zinc supplements people are taking, in our opinion, are working against you. Yes, I know some of you feel like they work and you're getting a boost from them. Great. That is awesome. You go for it. I do me, you do you. But here's the thing. Nature always provides us with what we need. And if you give the body what it needs, nature do the rest. The problem is, as a society, we're fucking lazy. We are lazy. We've been conditioned to be lazy. And when you look at shellfish, especially oysters, you're getting vitamin D. You're getting copper. You're getting magnesium. And you're getting loads of zinc. This is a superfood. Shellfish and oysters are super foods among organ meats and fatty fish and white fish and other things too. But this is a superfood, right? These are foods like oysters that you can eat once or twice a week, if that, and get more than enough zinc, more than enough of what you need to help support your enzymes, enzymatic reactions, because all your minerals are the keys that unlock these enzymatic reactions to allow your systems to work better. So the next time you think about, I want to boost my immune system, my digestion, my hormones, right? Well, remember, first things first, you have to remove the blocking factors. How can I slowly change how I'm living? How do I change how I'm eating to meet my metabolic needs, right? But what can I use instead of a supplement, a synthetic supplement that's not regulated by the FDA, that might work against my body, when all I have to do is just eat the food that nature provided me with to get the zinc, etc. that I need to use them as the keys to turn on the car to regulate my enzymatic reactions, right? So as always, hopefully you like this video. If you have any questions, of course, put them in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out.